Hello. Oi, oi, oi. Wait a second. Gonna turn down the mic a little bit. Hello, 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 everyone. Also, I gotta turn down the music for myself. Else thinking is kinda hard, you know? Hello, 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 my lovely potatoes. How are you guys doing? I can see someone's there, so... Hi. Also, probably... Hi, Snuggles! Nice to see ya. Okay, let's turn on my face. Else you won't be able to actually see. Well, technically you can, but you won't see the me that I want you to see. And the me that feels more me than me, I guess. Hello, Monkey Skull. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Your last day of work. Oh boy. Then I hope you've rested well during your little holiday, vacation, your time off. I don't know if you went on vacation, but I hope you rested well during your time off. And I hope you have enough energy reserves to push through to the next time you have some days off. So you can be the best you can be. I know a weird one to say, but I really like to have people be the best them. I'm trying to be my best me. Doesn't always work, but I can at least try. It ain't easy, but I'm trying. So, today we are going to get back to this creature, this beauty of a model. I still don't have a real plan on how to properly... Wait a second. Can I just... No. That was just a stupid thought. Yep, I am on Twitch and on YouTube for convenience. And because YouTube is better at storing my VODs. In case I actually want to pick out a clip and post it extra. Still not convinced that I have the potential for it, but hey!
The monkey is baking potatoes.
Thank you very much! Thank you very, very much. I appreciate... So, yeah. Today we keep working on this piece of... Hi, Firemane! Hello, hello, nice to see ya. Ah, you woke up a few minutes ago. Well, that's handy, I guess. Nice to have you around. So, without further ado, gotta switch the controller layout real quick so we can keep moving on this. Only 2/3 thought through VTuber model, because I'm still learning. I gotta admit, I'm still learning, and I learn best by trial and error. So I'm going to be frustrated at some point, not knowing what I'm doing. But we already have something going on, like this eye movement. It's pretty good. We have a blinking eye and we have another blinking eye. I wonder... Still kind of moves, even though it doesn't really make sense, but yeah. So yeah, we can actually wink with this one. I think the next thing to do is working on the head angles, which I have yet to actually start. Still not quite sure. Best way to learn, get in it. Exactly. And it's my method of learning. I'm going to fail a lot. I'll have to readjust a lot. And I'll probably have to re-import the Krita file itself a lot before things work the way I want them to. However, it's the best way to learn. Because you have to analyze your own mistakes and have to figure out yourself how the thing works in the end, or how it's supposed to work. It ain't easy, not gonna lie, but for me it's the best way to work. That's how I learned to use VDroid. Yep, trial and error, the best way, because you have to force yourself to keep going. And not just look for an easy answer, look for your answer. Makes it a lot more complicated, but then it works best for yourself. Okay, I have to relearn my controller layout because I haven't been using the Energy controller hotkeys in a hot minute. Or better, since the last time I streamed. So this could take a little bit. I think I put the control here. Oh. Ah, no, it's the mouse left and right. I might need to remove that hotkey because it doesn't make any sense. Hello? Can I... None. Because it just doesn't make sense. Any. I move my mouse with my screen tablet. Which is also why I'm using a controller for my hotkeys. By the way, where was the control button? Did I even have a control button? No, maybe I do need a control button. Control, please. Thank you very much. Ah, much better. Now when I go left on my D-pad, I actually push control. So this actually works. So, I'm thinking about getting the head angles. For that, I will probably have to, first of all, make everything invisible that does not concern me right now. Part of that is the back hair. Currently, I'm probably only going for the face first and then work my way through all the attached items. I think that's a good idea to go about. So, also still have to make a quick mask for the nose shadow for the left and right, so that actually a nose is visible once you look sideways. So might need to do that as well. Or better, did I actually... I probably didn't even bother to mesh it. Yeah, might want to do that as well. Edit mesh. Which is going to be really complicated, because I have no idea what I'm doing. But that's the most fun about it. You don't know what you're doing. Alright. So let's see if I can make a decent mesh for that. Because I will definitely use those meshes to define the nose a little bit better. Since I do have a little bit of a sharp sharp edge right here. So I'm going to try if my logic actually holds up or if it's just going to be an absolute disaster, which are actually the best situations, when things just end up to be an absolute disaster. Can definitely tell from my social situations. Oh boy. Yeah, I better not talk about that, because that was just, I don't know, somewhere between embarrassing and me being me. Let me just say that I overthink social situations to a degree that I just get scared and want to run away. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Well, but that's social anxiety in a nutshell, isn't it? Okay, I kind of want to have that in the middle here. Maybe that a little bit closer to that crease. Doing those side rigs is going to be probably the bane of my existence. Especially if things don't work the way I'd like them to, which they usually do, but that's what we're going to find out today. I might need one more dot here. I'd rather have more vertices on stuff like that than... When you get older, those things matter less and less. Yeah, I'm 33, so make of that what you will. You think that looks good so far? I think the biggest struggles when it comes to social anxiety is if something is at stake. Then I have a hard time not overthinking. And I'm so open with that because maybe openly talking about that kind of helps me getting over it. Might sound very counterproductive, or maybe even for some people probably even embarrassing, but thinking, kind of taking the fear of openly talking about stuff like that sounds to me like the best way to go. I don't like that. Am I having connection issues again? Please, no. That would be not great. My temps aren't going through the roof, so that can't be the problem. Maybe... Let's see. Let me quickly refresh that. Maybe I can... Yeah, I'm back in. I'm back, kind of. Wonder if the YouTube one is still up. At least the way it is. Me and holding a thought! What are you thinking? Me and holding a thought! I can't even hold a thought in real life. How am I supposed to do it now? I don't even know where I'm currently going. I kind of do. Me and holding a thought. What are you thinking? Dude, I got ADHD. holding a thought is like asking me to perform in the Olympics. What did I just do and why did I do it? Good question. Let's go like this. This should work, hopefully, maybe? So yeah, let's hope that my internet is not breaking down, as it has a few times during the summer last year or the year before. Because for some reason my internet is not the most stable, but well, it's German internet. What do you expect? Kind of like how the eyes move around. It ain't perfect, but it's close enough. We could also do the lash physics, which I really want to do. Maybe having the program stream model all up and running is too much. I don't think so, because my temperatures are kind of cozy. Looking at my, well, okay, 80 degrees, but it's not too much, honestly. And the temperatures outside are also somewhat okay, I would say. I expect panzers. Yeah, nah. I only get out the panzers if I catch a French person. Just kidding. I'm not doing any harm to the French. They do harm to me because of it. No, Feldy, stop it. No more laughing on the French. It's bad luck. I'm sorry, French people, but I kind of like those kind of raps. Okay. So, where was I? Yes, I wanted to do head angles. That's where I was. Yeah, Fireman, you're right. I'm not sorry. At least not the way people want me to be. Nah. It's not like I hate the French. It's just fun to make fun of them. Gotta admit. Also, it's kind of fun to play into the stereotype of the Germans always hating on the French. So, might as well give in to it, right? Snuggles being Snuggles. Loving them, stickers. I do too, they are fun. Okay, head angle, where was I? Yes, I wanted to put away everything that resembles hair. So we are looking at don't need the horns right now. They're in. Welcome back, Monkey Skull. Okay, I don't need the hair right now, so we can put that away. Also, the side hair can go for a bit, so that we can only work on the head for now. Also wanna put away that nose bridge thingy I got here. Head, face, brows, nose, eyes. This is eyes. Lots of eyes. Where the hell did I put the nose? Oh, there. Oh, this is going to be difficult. Because I have the feeling that I'm missing something. Very odd feeling that I'm missing something. Maybe I need... I mean, the geometry works, but I also need a way to actually move the other parts properly. So what I need is maybe a mesh group for the eyes. Add mesh group. Should probably type it in correctly. Eye group? Oh. Yeah, doesn't make much sense if there's nothing inside. So what I'm doing is getting those two and really hope that just putting it in there doesn't mess with all the rigging I just did. Because I'm not the best person in thinking ahead. I go with the flow and it's sometimes biting me back in my ass. So where was I? Mesh group. What? How? Okay. Now I has a Confucius. I think I'm doing something wrong. Let's try something. Just for shits and giggles. It's not going to be accurate at all. But you know, it's at least worth a try seeing if something moves. If I use these kind of mesh groups, let's see. Let's just give it a try. Ah, I see. So I have to remove have to figure out a way to make the mesh groups work. And I assume it's going to be a mesh group and a mesh group and oh no. Please don't be like that. That would be absolutely awful. Maybe if I pack all of these. Now I have to think. Mass, composites, simple physics. Wait, what does the mass... Wait, what? Huh? Give me a minute. I think I found the solution to my mask thing. Edit mesh. Is it this way around or is it the other way around? I think it's maybe this. Okay, doesn't work like that. Not quite. Maybe this way around and then I go for edit mesh. Ah. I'm a bit confused. Okay, let's try something. We have a mask. I don't know what's going to, if it's going to work. But at least it's worth a try. So, let's see what these masks can do. Apply. So, what is this going to mask exactly? How does this thing work? Please enlighten me. How does this work? This is really confusing and I have no idea what I'm supposed to do with this. Probably should look into the Also, I still see a little bit of a problem right here. Only I knew where the problem in the mesh is. Is it this one? No. Is it maybe the shadow? This looks more like it. Okay, let's see if we can fix this. It was right there. So we need to remove some of these connections here. Because they don't make sense in the first place anyway. See if the other side also did that. Might as well also do that right over here to prevent any more glitching. Anywhere else? Noch irgendjemand ohne Vorschein? No? Oh. I think that should be about it. Now that looks quite different. There's still a little bit of glitching over there, though. Is it still that one, or is it a different mesh going here? That's a different mesh. It's not you. It's not the blush. Also, the straight edges on this lip. I don't really like them. I don't really like them. So that's something to worry about. How about you? No, you're too far away. What's right over there? There has to be one mesh that's glitching out here. And I can, for the life of me, not find it. Maybe I'm just too much into the details. So what's that mesh? I wish I could just put all of this into one group mesh and then just mold it in the way I need it to. That's not going to work. Oh, wait. I think I know where the glitching is coming from. I absolutely see where the glitching is coming from. Let's do this. Already looks better. Nice. Very good. Also, I need to pause my streams again on the website. Also, I still need a button for right click. Oh, I think that's... okay, okay. Mouse, right button, reverse, save. No, not save as, just save. Yeah, I did that double right now. Why ever? Guess I wasn't really thinking. Okay. There's some really mean straight edges here that I do not like. Maybe toying around with the threshold works? I don't know, actually. But what I do know is that I want to try that whole mask thing again. Just to see if I maybe now understand what this whole thing is about. Let's just see if what I'm thinking right now actually makes sense. So I'm gonna put that mesh right here. Probably should have made it a bit bigger, but it's just for testing purposes. And let's see if that unnamed mask. Oh, I understand now. Whoa! I learned a thing! Trial and error, guys. Trial and error. I was thinking a little bit, and that's one of my really big weak points. I tend to think a bit too complicated instead of just trying shit out. Now I understand how it works. Woo! Sweet. I got a little bit little bit smarter now. That is exactly what I was looking for. Me becoming a little bit smarter. Just one more reason to love life. Because you get smarter every damn day. I need to turn that one up. Come on, Spotify, behave. I love Corridors of Time. The whole soundtrack of Chrono Trigger is just beautiful, lovely. It's also why I like using lo-fi stuff. And while I'm at it, I might as well add that to a playlist. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da. Okay, since we do not need the whole thing right now, though I'd like to at least see what's happening to this when I just push around the mesh dots. Absolutely nothing. Well, that's interesting. And if I push it here, okay, so I can move it around to update the, oh, no. And if I, whoopsie. And if I carefully turn it around, move it over there. Okay. Interesting. So it doesn't quite work the way I'd like it to. Close to what I'm thinking. Need to be really careful with the whole turning around thing. I can see that the mesh does not quite transform the mask itself. So I first have to... What the hell? Stuff is exploding. Help! Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. As soon as I'm gone from that mesh, everything's fine. So I'm not worried. It's just kind of funny how that happens. Alright. Let's try a second mask, and this time I think it might be a good idea to use this mesh as a baseline. Or half of it. Yeah, I think half of it might be a better idea. Let me quickly think. I am going to add a mask. Let's put that in the same one, in the same kind of thing as the whole nose node. Then when I go for edit mesh, I just use the nose shadow and apply it. So we basically have the same mesh, but what I still need to do is half that. So we go back into edit mesh. I'll take away this side of the mesh itself and go back to applying it. So now we only have the mesh. We do need to apply it as a mask though. So I'm going here, edit there. So I only have the Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Now we're actually getting somewhere, and I kind of like that. Baldi is learning about meshes and how to apply them. Ain't that nice? Okay, now I can turn down the... There we go. Much better. Now I can actually think. Alright, so for this one to work, I need to take that unnamed mask and carefully, maybe I just wanna... Which one would be the... Okay, so that's the x-axis. That was the y-axis. Is that the z? Okay, so that's the z-axis. We do not need the rotation. I'm just figuring out how to do it in the first place. Okay, so what I'm going to do is scale it down to 0 on that one, so it doesn't apply to anything. And if the face goes left or right, I can easily move the mask in a way that actually reveals that shadow. So we have at least the hint of a nose bridge, which is what that shadow is for when I'm thinking in my logic. Also, it's getting surprisingly dark in here. So I might want to look for the remote of my light bulb. Oh boy, is that bright. That's really loud. On. Dim. Okay, that's the best I can do. At least I'm not getting completely blinded by my light. Blinded by the light. Brain, stop. Be good. Brain, be good. Okay, so we have that mask going. That's good. So what I need more right now is figure out how to move the whole thing without everything falling apart. Last time I tried that, it was a little bit it wasn't quite working with this. So what I've learned from deforming meshes is that mesh groups are your friend. You just need to use them in a way that don't... how to put it? You have to use them in a way that don't go, that doesn't go haywire. So there's this option with dynamic meshes? Or with the dynamic mesh group? I really don't understand what I'm doing there either, so... It'll probably take a while before I actually see where that's going. However, I don't wanna see that nose right now, or that nose bridge right now. Doesn't make much sense for me. I wanna figure out a way to make the head turn look good. With a defined face like this, it's going to be really difficult because I have to think about how the face would look in specific angles. And how I'm supposed to move the meshes accordingly. I think I also want to first make the eyes invisible. So I'm just going with the face itself. Face and nose. Maybe also the brows to actually have a bit of a pointer where I'm going. So we are collapsing quite a few things here. I think the nose will be a good help of finding the right angle, so I'll keep that. Might also wanna wait with figuring out how to move the mouth on this later. So I'm gonna turn that off as well. The ears, they can stay for now. They don't distract me as much. Most important thing right now is the face skin. You may have already answered, but is this a personal rig or a commission? It's a kind of personal rig. It's more something for me to learn how to make a full body rig, but if I deem it good enough to sell, I will just throw it out into VGen and see if someone actually wants it. So I would say it's part personal, part let's see where it's going. I mean, if someone actually loves the idea of having a sage character or some kind of oracle, I'm already working on it. Especially if they like the character design, I'm happy to give that one away. Maybe not for free, because there's a lot of work sitting in this thing. But for a reasonable price, I would definitely give it up. As long as they understand that, well, it's not going to be a perfect rig. Of course. As I said, I'm still learning. And on the other end, this is Inochi 2D and not everyone uses it. Okay. Face angles. Let's first look at the face under. Because that's going to be a very funky one. Go first for the side. Special because technically I would need to draw out how I want this to look. Which is where it's getting really difficult. Okay, so technically when the character is turning that way, face markings, face blush, face base. I'm going for the face base first, because then I can probably better figure out how to do the face turn in the first place. With a somewhat big... No, we're not going there. A somewhat big brush, not too big. Because that's going to move everything instead of just a part. Somewhat big brush. This is Not going the way I wanted to. Maybe if I go for... No, wrong rotation. Yep, I want to go just a little bit to the side. Then translate it over. And stretch that back to the original. Maybe I also need to get rid of the eyebrows real quick so I can see much better what I'm working with. Okay, so this eye is definitely going to be a bit smaller when we angle it that way. Probably doing it completely wrong. But what gives? Might as well give it a shot. So that eye is definitely going to be a little less wide. This one's getting a little bit wider when we're looking at a side-ish angle. Definitely gonna have a bit deeper of a crease right here, so we want to do that. And I want to have that circle brush be even smaller, because this cheekbone is going to be barely visible. But we definitely gonna have a bit more real estate on that side for the cheekbones. Thing is, I know how it's supposed to look like. I just don't know how to get there yet. And that's where the fun part starts. And the trial and error. Lots and lots of trial and error. So what we want to do is kind of sculpt our cheek in a way that it works. Certainly not going to manage a 180 style head turn. That's definitely out of the question. But having something along the lines of, I don't know, 45 degree might be a good start. Okay. Kind of want to have the same for the face blush. But I might want to do that a little bit later. Let's see. Okay. The whole nose is going quite a bit over there. And now I can actually see what I did wrong on the nose bridge. Because this is where I need to adjust. Because as you can see, nose bridge would go like this, and then we had the nose right over here. And actually knowing that is half the rent. Well, I'm not going to pay rent with this, but you get the idea. It's going to be a bit difficult. So we just turn off anything that is somewhat in my way to adjust. Also a little less on that side of the nose. Maybe that eye a lot closer to what we're looking for. Might also be that I'm completely throwing over the whole rig and just start from anew, just because I noticed that I've made several mistakes. Wouldn't be the first time. Took me actually 3 attempts to finish the avatar I'm currently working with. The avatar that I'm rocking right now. I think it was about 3 attempts that I needed to get there. Trial and error can be frustrating, but the stuff you learn from it is just amazing. Okay. Kind of want to get a bit more. Now that's getting in a good direction. And this is also already going pretty good. Might wanna do a little bit more on the realism. So I'm gonna move the middle here. The shadow to that side. Thing is, I'm not quite sure if I actually want to put the nose a bit further, but it might look better if I do. So let's see if I can move the shadow well enough to I'll also have to move the mask if I see that correctly. So that's going to be kind of want to have a bit of a specific bit of a curve in there to make it look more like a real nose. So let's see if I can maybe get some nice shape with the lasso selection. Also means that we have to move that tip there. Kind of want to give her a bit of a straight nose, maybe a bit more of a sharper kind of feel to it. Just a teeny tiny hump to make it look a little bit more realistic. I wish I actually knew what I'm doing. As long as I know what I want it to look like, I think I should be fine. And I want to have a bit more. Let's press that in a little bit. May look tedious, but it's my way of learning stuff. Okay, I wanna also see, probably can't do much with the mask itself, but I can still scale it a little bit in that direction and move it up. So that's actually just what we need. Little bit of adjustment is all we need to make this work the way I want it to. Now, the thing is, that nose tip does not quite look right because it's way too far up when I look at the nostrils. However, I think I want to adjust those as well. Now, the thing with nostrils is they are already kind of hard to draw. So moving them around like this becomes quite difficult for me. So let's see. We can lasso tool. Move that over here. Because then our upper lip is going to start right here, where we have the Cupid's bow. And then I hope that how I'm thinking this works actually does work. I am not entirely sure, but I think we're on a pretty good way here. The highlight needs to go over here. A little bit of a slant, and I want to push it in so far. Already looking okay. But okay is not enough. I have higher standards to myself. Let's see. Yeah. Not quite there yet, especially the eye is not what I hope it to be. Base. Let's see if we can push stuff around a little bit more. I think I need to... Can I change the view here? That's the notes. No, that's the panels. Don't think that I can do much about... Nah. It looks good. The shade shift on the nose is nice. Yeah, but it's not quite where I want it to be. As you can see, that the whole thing is still quite wobbly. It doesn't quite follow the form the way I'd like it to. It's getting there, but it's not quite there yet. Maybe I also should add a row of vertices right here. See if we can maybe do something with the face shadow. If that's actually helping, would be great. So I think we first need to do a little bit of moving around before we can actually do the mesh deformation. Also want less shadow on that side Only the stuff that we actually need. And I want to keep this one still pretty far away from the actual eye. This also needs to be moved quite a bit. We need to push that again together. Oh, and of course, that stuff directly at the chin also needs to be moved. I think the eye on that side is a bit too deformed. I think that's what my problem is with that. I hope I can still correct it. Because making this work is going to be a pain in the butt. Especially when we're talking the blinks. This might get quite difficult. I think it works. I hope it works. I pray it works. Okay. So technically I would need to do the same thing on the other way around, but I'm still not finished with the face here. This one's going to be a bit more difficult because I will have to also change the Z sorting on that ear because it has to overlap with the face on that point. And technically, I would want to have another shadow right there. But my problem here is that I don't know where to put it. Oh. Okay, let's move that chin over to that side. The other problem is when you're so bent up on somewhat realistic, let's say semi-realistic drawing, like I am, it's getting pretty hard to actually figure out a good stylistic way to solve problems like these. I think this might have found the right way. Because I definitely need to press this in to make the head shape look a little bit more like a head and less like an egg. Or like something that's not supposed to be there. I really want to add a few more vertices to this. I just don't know if that's still such a good idea. Also, that was not quite... okay, let's see. Maybe I can just... copy. Paste. What else? Copy. And... hey. Nope! Nope! Nope, that's not it. But I will have to do some work on the face base, so might as well then fix it. There's still some chin that needs to move. Every time I hear the Baldur's Gate 3 theme, I'm thinking of that damn meme. Every damn time. Where is it? Where is it? I forgot the show! Wait. You know, this one.
35 years old. I am divorced, and I live in a van by the river.
Yeah. That's where my brain goes every time I hear this. And I can't unsee it. I cannot unsee it. But it's fun. It's fun having a brain like this. Because it generates its own entertainment. It just kind of sucks when that's the default state. When your brain just digs out memes because it hears something related to it. Stupid, but it's also awesome. Where was I? Oh, yeah. I do want to reset. Maybe not. I want to unset. Yeah, this works better. Now I need the same thing in the other direction. Because it looks good enough, and I think I can compensate with hair, especially here on that side. Never seen that one. I keep getting 10 kilogram Labubu. If you don't know it, save yourself and don't look it up. I know about the Labubu hype. I definitely know about it. There have been enough video essays for me to listen to in the background. It's just another Pokemon card craze. It's just the same. It's always the same because humans are collectors. We collect stuff. Either it's for our own survival, or it is just to farm dopamine. And I kind of get it. However, at some point, people should be at an age, I would say at a mental age, where you realize you don't need that stuff. Materialism had its certainly it's, I'm doing it again, aren't I? Unset there. Materialism has its justification in a world where you have to collect to survive. Like food diversity is a good thing for survival. But you have to kind of stop yourself when you're wasting money on little figurines, especially when you're old enough for that. Let alone that I already have a bit of an aversion to anything that's kinda hyped. I don't like hypes. Especially when they're blown out of proportion, like the way the whole Labubu thing is. Doesn't make me second guess humanity as a whole, but it certainly makes me ask, where's your impulse control? Where is that impulse control? We need to practice it. Impulse control is probably one of the most important things we need in a modern society. That and empathy, of course. Even though some people tend to misplace it, but that's a different topic that I don't want to get into. Because that's just going to get me into Hell's Kitchen. On so many levels. Okay. Yeah, now I think I can actually move the blush here. Because now I can see where my blush should be going. I want you to move over there. And you to move like this. You go up here. Also has its benefits that even my blush has a few edges. And we also just need the blush on occasion. But yeah, seeing how FOMO is basically taking over people's impulses, it's kind of scary. It certainly is.
Luna E. Bench is baking potatoes.
Thank you very much. Thank you for the follow. I think it's a follow. I don't even know my own damn alerts. How dare I? But yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate. So yeah. Oh, hello there. Nice to have you in chat. Yeah. Learning how to impulse control can be incredibly difficult. Especially if you're a little bit differently wired, but that's a completely different topic to go on. But overall, people have either unlearned how to impulse control or never learned it in the first place, which is even worse. And the best way to see it is usually social media. People giving into their impulses and go after other people because they're not thinking ahead or thinking things through. I certainly try to think things through, but that also often results into me thinking things into directions where then don't act at all. Or thinking at all. Thinking oftentimes comes in hindsight. Especially if people make huge mistakes. And even if it's not really looking on like that on the outside, I'm pretty sure there is probably something in the back of their head nagging. And some people like to drown out that nagging to protect their own ego. Which is kind of sad. So yeah, I kind of have the opposite problem by basically thinking too much about things and then just not doing anything at all as a result. I'm not proud of it, but it is what it is. Anxiety in a nutshell. Being young and having that mindset is one thing, but it continuing forward onto adulthood, especially when they're going towards their 40s and 50s. Then it's getting, depending on the person, even dangerous, because that's then also rubbing off or kind of affecting family at that point, if they even have one in the first place, which is also a bit of an understandable one, that some people just don't want to be engaged with a person like that. Then I had the same problem. I'm now in my villain arc and tried not to think and just do things, just doing stuff. Yes, I try that too. With medium results. It's a sad state to be almost self-destructive. Yes! Yes, indeed! Especially if it's also better than the results. Okay, that's a good point. That's a really good point. I'm one of those adults who are self-destructors. Well, you already identified the problem, so maybe work on it. Knowing what's going on is the first step to getting better. You can do it, Firemain. I believe in you. Oh. I think that's going into a pretty good direction here. One step at a time, Firemain. You know, Rome wasn't built in one day, so why should you improve in like 180 degrees in one day? Exactly, Lune. In my opinion, you did the hardest step, identifying and accepting the status quo. Exactly. A lot of people can't even get there. Exactly. After that, just taking baby steps. Rome wasn't built in one day. And people can't change overnight. Sometimes you have a bit of a fallback, but that's when you go like, okay, I fell down, I fucked up, I'm gonna stand up and try again. And if something's not accepting that I'm actually trying to get better with what I'm doing, that's their problem, not mine. Then you go back to analyzing what went wrong and figure out a way to do it better the next time. Okay, so now I have to actually do this one. Because this marking here is going directly over the cheek. I think once I'm in a better working environment where my needs are respected, my stress will greatly decrease. Yeah, but until then, I would definitely recommend you get yourself a good outlet for that stress. It ain't easy. I'm still looking for my ideal de-stressor. But I'm getting somewhere. I think handling stress is probably one of the hardest things when dealing with yourself. And once you found that one thing that manages to get your stress levels down, it's like it's really helpful. Found mine by accident, just going for a jog. Yeah, sometimes it's that easy. Just take a jog. Do sports. And if you can't afford to go to a fitness studio, hell, I understand that. Absolutely. Then just go around the neighborhood. I like punching shit, so my boxing, great idea. Sports. For a lot of people it works. For me, it's art. Kind of funny how that goes, that I kind of want to have my de-stressor, or one of my de-stressors, also be my profession. Just because I'm also skilled at it. And I've been working too long on my skills to have it go to waste. Though there are also other de-stressors that might require other people for it, but then, yeah. Not the right territory. Want to keep it PG. There's... Okay, you're a bit too big. I need to get you a bit smaller here. And I want you to go back just a little bit, because the eye, when I'm looking at the planes right here, going down a little, or it's going up, facing up, if light comes from up here. So it's kind of going, whoops, use that. It's kind of going like this. That's the plane that I'm looking at. And that plane is here, and as you can see, that little thing is a bit too big up here. So what I need to do is maybe push down the whole thing. Also push it over here. This looks much better. It's not perfect, but it looks a lot better. Maybe gonna drag around the single vertices to make it perfect. Also, I'm seeing some problems with the mesh right here that I'll have to edit in a pinch. Yeah, I don't like how that is connected here. Let's get rid of those. And these. I think that should already do the trick. Yep, that's looking much better. Also, I'll have to move around that big blob here. Now we're getting somewhere. Need to go shopping, stay here and lurk while running through the rain. Finally, it's cooling. Yes, it's cooling down. It's so nice. After the supposed rainstorm. Oh. That's kind of 2 days. That was kind of 2 days late. It finally started storming last night. I was never so happy to actually hear a thunder, not gonna lie. I usually hate thunderstorms. I'm working up the will to get another cup of coffee. You can do it, Firemane. Come on, get your butt off your chair. You can do this. Alright, this looks almost the way I want it to. It's getting so damn close. And that no shadow really works well. But I think that nose could actually go with a bit more, like be a bit more out there. So that it sells the head angle better. Let alone that this is so... My perfectionism is at work again. Also kind of wondering why I did that. Got Pina Colada Gamer subs. I am honestly, and that's probably a hot take, I absolutely despise Pina Colada. Because I do not like coconut. And I do not like pineapple. Not even on pizza. I just don't like pineapple. It is too sweet for my taste. And I know that's a weird one. I just don't like it. It's just not my kind of taste. I had one incident with coconut as a small wee child. No, it's not that one dropped on my head. Was just that I had, as a very small child, like a toddler, kindergarten age. My God, Feldy, we gotta fight. I'm an island boy, so I grew up with it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My taste buds just disagree. But see it like that. More pineapple and more coconut for you. I think that's the best argument I can give you for me not liking pineapple or coconut. It's more for you. Also, usually the argument I give when that comes up. It's also my best argument against me liking licorice. First of all, I don't like the taste. And like pineapple, but don't really like coconut. Let me guess. It's the texture. Because that's the same for me. The coconut rasps. And interestingly enough, I also don't really like the smell of coconut. So I guess it's a complete package for me, but the texture of coconut rasps, ugh, just thinking about it makes me icky. It's just kind of interesting how coconut has a very distinctive smell to it. So yeah, I'm not going to judge you for liking coconut or pineapple. You do you. I just don't like it. I'm absolutely not a fan. And I'm also not sorry for it. Okay. Kind of want to straighten that up. Maybe I don't even need to. Now, the big question is, do you hate it or have you just been eating stuff that's not the best? Location changes everything. I just don't like it. I absolutely hate it. It's also that texture. Thanks for the head pats. It's okay, we still love you. Thank you, Snuggles. Watch me piss off the Italians in the chat. I like pineapple on my pizza and I'm not sorry. Oh, you do you. More pineapple on pizza for you. See, you even have someone to share your pizza with. Snuggles likes pineapple on their pizza as well. So you're pizza buddies. Ain't that cool? What was I about to do here? I think I wanted to make that nose stand out a bit more. Yes, I think that was what I was what I was aiming for. Having that nose a bit more out there. Which also means that I have to deform all of this. Oh boy, what am I doing? Okay, let's get that a bit further over here. Then some deformation.
I'm gonna commit a hate crime against Italians by eating pineapple on my pizza and cracking my spaghetti in half.
Okay, cracking your spaghetti in half. That really sounds like a hate crime. I wouldn't do that either. Though it depends also on the size of your pot. Doesn't everyone like Hawaiian? I'm sorry, dude. Maybe toast Hawaii, but, well, as I said, not a fan of pineapple at all. Okay, so we want that nostril to be rather thin here. Let's see if that... Probably need to give that whole thing a bit more size. And put it a bit further over here so we actually have a little bit of a smoother transition here. Oh, I love how that definition works. Now I just have to move that highlight even further. Bit more deformation. Gonna be a bit wobbly, but well, that's part of the thing. That's a lot of food hate crime, you share. To be fair, I got my own little food hate crimes. For example, I do something what I call poor man's sushi. Sometimes it's nigiri, sometimes it's little rolls. I call it poor man's sushi because I use smoked salmon. It's just safer. I can't find fresh salmon in the region I live in because the next bigger body of water is kind of far away. And fish overall is kind of pricey. So I'm going for smoked salmon when I'm doing poor man's sushi. I still get the nori. However, I try to find the cheapest way to get it. I'm on a budget, so might as well go for the cheap stuff. And I'm not sure if the Japanese would appreciate. We fry our... Oh, no. Oh, don't let Standout hear that. Gonna execute you. Nah. Kidding. I don't know. It's more because I kind of try to do the whole low budget thing in the most dignified kind of way. I do splurge on myself every now and then, gotta admit, but I'm trying to do it in a sane kind of way, which is also why I still kind of struggle with the whole collecting those Labubu things. But well, yeah, it's the hype that's throwing me off. And having low budget solution to a high budget kind of thing has its perks. Also gets you creative in the most interesting kind of way. Like if you have to save money, you have to get creative. You have no other choice. You also have to learn how to fix stuff when you are on a pretty low budget. Which I would love to learn. I really want to learn how to fix my own appliances. For example, I don't know how to upgrade my PC. I'm scared as fuck to break something. There's many people that don't have much knowledge of how to hardware have that same problem. You're on a budget, then yeah, it's ridiculous. The hype is artificial too with the social media push. Yes, yes. However, kind of reminds me of the whole Pokemon card craze. Or, well, back when they just came out, Pokemon cards. When you kind of wanted to get your favorite Pokemon because it's your favorite Pokemon. Of course, you want to have it. Can I now just wait?
What's up?
What's up? Oh no, your internet crashed. That sucks. That's not good. But thanks for telling me. Okay, so I kind of want to move that stuff over to the other side. How would I go about that? What did you miss? Let me think. Me rambling about how to low budget. For that food hate crime they're on to you. Oh boy. Ah, there. There's that one little thing I need to move around to make this work better. Oh yeah, this works nicely. Let's see if I can maybe move this stuff around so it's still looking right. Now I need the same thing the other way around, just with that part being on the other, or being on that side and just being squished. Squish! So, how would I go about that? I think first I would have to transform the face under. I'll copy that. And horizontally? This looks like it works. The nose mask is just the wrong way. Okay, let's see if I can. 130. Okay, let's see. It's working well enough. So that's nice. I might want to add a little bit more to the head, depending on how my bangs actually work. Oh, that's going to be another one that I have to figure out. Yay! Okay, first, let's finish that side. At the ear. Where's that ear? There's that ear. Okay, so we have an ear right here. What a nice rhyme. What I need is to... Do I need to put the seesaw down or up? I'm always kind of second guessing. Let's just try 60. What about minus 60? Ah, there we go. We got a thing. Banana and monkey. Yee. Okay, so then I need to move around the ear just a bit over here, and then move around a few parts. This might have been a mistake. However, there's also going to be some hair right here, so maybe it's not as much of a mistake than I think. Let's hope. I first need to move the base. Maybe I first move the parts and then the base? Or I'm just going to take the whole ear. Did I actually... No, I did not do the dynamic deform thing. Maybe then it looks a little bit nicer right there. Thing is, to make a good turnaround with ears like that, I need to move the front flap just a little bit to indicate a perspective shift. The other problem is I didn't completely finish that part here. But as you can see, there was something snapping back, because that's where the mesh group ends. Here as well. Very subtle, but you can see it. And I think that might even help me a little bit. Okay. Now we have to deform the bottom a little bit so that that's still working out. Now there's some lighting in here that I still need to address. I think it's part of the blush. No, it isn't. Okay, never mind. But yeah, I think this could already be pretty good. Moving around the base a little bit. That snapping also can kind of get in my way, to be fair. If you see that here, I think that's part of the outside frame. Now I just have to, and that's the most tedious part, move these outside parts so far in that you can barely see the line here. Maybe I also want to add some kind of background here. Let me see if I can do that. Tool settings? No. I don't need that one. Logger, inspector, scene? Oh! Probably not what I'm looking for, so I guess I'm also going to ignore that. Post-processing? No. No. Interesting to see how that works. Very interesting. Also, it only enables that for one? And I can do the mirror view. Ah. I still don't understand the whole flip pairings thing, so I'll just leave it alone. I have a kitchen in my office and I'm making grilled cheese. Ah, have a good one. Have a good one. Have a real good one. I think I want to have the side hair back because I need to move it around just a little bit to make this whole thing work. So you are this. I need to move you by quite a bit. So do I with you? The question is, yeah, this is going to be a bit more difficult. And I need this to be also in front of the ears. Need that inspector real quick. So for that, minus 60. There we go. Now that hair is in front. Like completely in front. I might need to adjust once I have stuff like the bangs and everything going. I mean, technically I still have to do the hair physics in the first place. So that's going to be fun. That's a weird way to do that underground theme. I don't want to have that back, but I'll need to edit that whole ear anyway, so might as well turn that back off and take care of that ear. Needs to go a little bit up and needs to go a little bit smaller. And that flap here needs to cover almost the whole ear to actually make it work the way I want it to make it look right. So, where's that ear? That one. Yes. Okay. Let's move the whole ear over here. Ha, ha. And I'm going to move the... Might also need to rotate a little bit. This is also going to be a really nice practice for one of my original characters that I might want to do a model for. Not quite sure if I actually ever do it. But hey! Maybe, just maybe. It'll happen at some point. I see a little bit of a problem right here. The base is mangled quite a bit. I think I can fix that. Oh, there's a lot of stuff mangled here. All I need to do is just move it around and hope for the best. But that's already doing the trick. Alright, I wanted to actually put in a background color. This stuff here is not great. Because I don't know where those vertices are going, where they're coming from. I don't know if they're coming from the inside or the outside, and it's making me a little bit nervous. I would love a grilled cheese if I wasn't lactose intolerant. Oh, technically I could actually eat a grilled cheese. What am I talking about? If I go for mozzarella, I should be fine. Okay, top flap. Let's see if I can move it in a way that works. No, don't say that. I'm sorry. It's my gut. My gut doesn't like it. At least not normal cheese. Mozzarella is fine. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm lactose intolerant. It's not my fault. It's my gut. I am lactose intolerant, but neither God nor the devil can stop me from consuming dairy. I get that notion. I absolutely get it. Though, for me, it's not worth the time on the toilet. I don't want to poop my guts out just for a piece of cheese. But that's also why people invented those lactose pills. They're incredibly useful. But they're also so expensive. Oh. Oh, damn it! I forgot it! Sorry, Lex! But I'm happy you're here. I'm so sorry, Lex. I completely forgot to send you a DM. I hope you're not mad. What kind of suck? Okay, also gonna push that in here. Then we can also push in the base a lot. See about the details. Push out a few vertices that should be there but aren't. That mess here, we're just not gonna talk about that mess. Okay, let's see. Oh, that's going good. That's going really nicely. Really feels like that ear is turning away from you. It's Twitch's fault. I literally have noticed on. Yeah, I'm not gonna complain about Twitch. There's so much you can complain about when it comes to Twitch. I'm not even gonna bother. Also, still wanna just do some slight adjustments. Ooh, I like that. Ooh, I like that. Now we need the same thing the other way around. That's gonna be difficult. Because I technically need to translate it perfectly. Hold up. Maybe that's what the mirror pairings are for. Add new row? Do I just need to... Wait. Here. That ear and that ear. I'm gonna try something. So we got the middle and we got that. And I need a little bit of a stretch break. Might as well do the ad break for that. Here's my water. Got it. Oh. You said water so Britishly. A bottle of water. Okay, that's going too far. My British friends are going to stone me to death just for saying that. Or they're cackling in the background if they actually manage to catch my stream in the first place. Ah, fuck it, the pause makes more sense if I'm actually playing a game. Ooh, Donkey Kong! Okay. Ba 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 da ba. Ba 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 da ba 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 da ba. Let's see how that looks like when we're actually turning the thing around. Looks kind of right. Might want to tweak a little bit on that shadow here. Because it's still going a bit too far inside the face. Also, I really need to pee. I'll be right back. If anyone asks, I'm AFK for a bit. Alrighty, everyone still here? Are we out of the ads? Yes, great. Awesome. Let's get back to rigging and failing with Feldy. Yeah, sounds about right. Rigging and failing with Feldy. Especially the failing part. Oh yeah! Monkey Skull! Main is definitely going to have speed. Godspeed. Especially if you use his farts as rocket fuel. Okay, okay. That bad fart joke is on me. Very primitive humor. But sometimes it's the best kind of humor. Gotta admit that. Sometimes a single fart joke can make everything better. Now we need to just flip the whole thing. Oh, and that's going to be really difficult because I have no idea how to do that in the first place. Especially with all the deformations that were there in the first place. What we can start with, for instance, is change the sorting here. So this one needs to be minus. Oh, let's go with a bit of a lower one. 25? 35. Okay, you need to get even higher. 50. Okay, that's complete. I won't use my farts as rocket fuel. I use my farts as gas warfare as my ancestor did. Oh, Jesus Christ! Oh, Fireman! Boo! Boo! That's evil. That's just evil. Yeah. Definitely monkey behavior. Damn. Damn. Wait, I think I also need to, oops, not too far, just a 0.99. Just a teeny tiny bit. Then at maybe 0.03 here. No gassing the chat, bruh. Cheese is too good to miss. I agree. That's why lactase pills, that enzyme that breaks up the lactose that our guts cannot produce. Thank you, thank you, gut, for being that intolerant. So I'm kind of happy that that actually exists in pill form. One time I got a co-worker and one time I got a co-worker and farted in his face. Holy shit, Fireman, you're Fireman, you're evil. You're absolutely evil. Why'd you do that? What the hell? Ooh. Oh, I just saw it. Oh, okay. I know now where you're coming from, Monkey Skull. I know you now. I can see it. Why didn't I notice that earlier? You've been using Juju's emotes. Of course you're coming from her. Because you can. God damn it, Firemane, please. Might have been a bit too much. But hey, nice to see someone from the banana crew over here. Probably should get a bit more active on our Discord though. It's been a bit. Some people just want to watch the world burn, and you seem to be one of them, huh? Oh, please don't overdo it, Firemane. Might backfire on you in the weirdest kind of way. Now it actually looks like a good, like a decent-ish turnaround. Okay, I think we can keep it like that. Ah. Okay, I need to scale that down to 0.99. I pop him in and out on the Discord or art room. Oh my, yeah. Thank you. Thank you for liking my art. It helps me a lot, especially with my self-esteem. Okay, let's see how I did it there. The rotation already looks pretty good. I just need to get that front flap a bit more over. Oh, I don't like that outline wobble here. Does not look right. Okay, I think I can fix that somewhat. Luckily enough, that wobble is intended. Okay, then I'll need to push that a bit back. Definitely has its perks once you know how it's supposed to look like. So drawing is still, or knowing how to draw is still kind of necessary. That isn't even the most evil thing I've done to someone. Holy moly. Fire main. Fire main admitting to war crimes here, huh? There's my controller. Well, hey, as long as you're not using the Geneva Convention. As long as you're not using the Geneva Convention as the Geneva checklist, I'm fine with it. I mean, you're the next sacrifice. What can I say? I'm sadist. Your deeds are too much even for Dark Lords. You need Geneva. Yes, I've heard that. The Geneva checklist is another one I've heard. It's dark. It's really dark, man. How can you? How could you? Okay, I think I still want to move that a little bit like that and over here. That is looking so much better now. Now we just need the ups and downs. Or do we? Am I happy with this? Wait, no, wait, no. The marking. Markings here. This one needs to be just squished down, pushed over. Okay, let's see if that also works without the... That's actually working well enough for the fact that this is just trial and error. Yeah, I guess I'm raising a community of war criminals at this point. What have I done? I once wore a pair of socks for 2 weeks without washing them. What the hell? They smelled awful. As a prank, I threw them into the bathroom after one of my nieces went inside and held the door shut. Jesus Christ! You're evil. You're absolutely evil. Jesus! Fire me! No, don't go away, Lex. I need someone by my side to keep some kind of order. Help, please. Oh God, you guys. Oh, I can't. I'm actually having tears in my eyes, guys. Help! I am chaos. Lex, you are free to give him a, I don't know, 5-minute timeout or something. Or a 1-second timeout, I don't know. Something around those lines.
Snuckle72 asked me, Fire Main 99, You truly are the chaos this stream deserves, but not the chaos it can handle. Bravo, you're twisted. Bravo indeed. Firemane 999 is like a masterpiece of madness painted with a palette of pure chaos. Some men just want to watch the world burn. And you found your muse here in this swirling circus of insanity. Let's keep pushing those boundaries until the whole house of cards comes tumbling down, shall we? I'm the Joker, baby.
Oh god, I love that one. Snuggles, you're great. Snuggles, you're absolutely great. Ah. Yeah, that went
You
above
just
and beyond.
can't wait for me to die, can you?
Exactly that. Okay, I'll push that back a lot. Now this is working out. This is actually working out. AI Joker. Okay, I was not expecting that. First time I actually hear something like that. I think I have not seen that on anyone use that on Juju's stream. Payback for what you did to those socks, Firemate. Exactly. Those poor socks. It's not even your knees that's a poor thing. No, it's your socks. They did not deserve that treatment. Not like this. Okay, still need to put the side hair right. Ba-ba-da-ba-da. Okay, I need to put that one over here and get the sorting up to, let's see, 20? That's already good. I have committed 4 worse atrocities. Firemane, please. Please. Yes, somebody stop him. I cannot take it anymore. Okay, I think that should work for the strand here. The dark side is strong with you, yeah, indeed. God damn it, Firemane! The atrocities you commit! Just for a little bit of fun. Am I right? Flip the light switch, son! No, the dark side has cookies and fun stories. As vile as they might be, they are still fun. Okay, we need a -20 at least on that one. Probably more of a -60. Yes, that was the right one. And then we need a 20 on here. Maybe more. Like a 40? 60? Come on, how high do I need to get behind the face with you? I don't know that I still need to... Not too far. Push down that. Can you fire type as manifesto? The manifesto of absolute evil. 130? Okay, that might have been a bit too far. Let's go for 110. 90. 70. Okay, we're getting close. 80? 80 was it? Ah, that's boring. I'm about living in the moment. Oh, that's a bit too much. I think a 90 might be better here. Then I want for that other side here to also go down to... no, up to 110. Ooh, I made a mistake. Ooh, I made a mistake. I might need to do that strand again because I've completely... I didn't see that that was a mesh group. And I need that mesh group for the hair physics. Oh, that's going to be really annoying to fix here. Okay, that's the side hair there. Unset. No. Remove. Move. Move. That's that side. Because I need to move the... whole thing. Also, there's side hue shadow, side hue highlight, and remove. Okay, this is working now. And then I need this to be minus. Holy moly, give me a sec. Gonna close the window. Getting a bit loud outside. Don't want my microphone to catch anything. Okay, minus 20 is not quite enough. 60? A 60 is guaranteed working. But I'll need to adjust it probably. And for that one... let's see how far down I can go with this. 50? Still works. How about 40? Also still works. 20. That's actually the sweet spot. That works. Ooh, that works nicely. Just still need to figure out a way to do those shadows right. And I still need to move the blush around to make it work. I think I got the hang of it now. At least when it comes to the Z sorting. mermaid, I thought you were chill and cool. Oh god, no. Oh no, another horrific crime I committed. Shoving my girlfriend's face into my armpit after. Oh! 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 Jesus! Jesus! Holy shit! Yeah. Now it's really enough. This is holy moly. That's so. It's not even funny anymore. I mean, I love listening to stories, but this is getting out of hand. Dude. I just want to do the hair physics with it, just to see how it looks together. At least for those kind of strands, might also go for the bangs, right? I also need to do the bangs for both sides. Well, that's going to be fun. Especially because I haven't done the side hair on here yet. Might not do the bangs yet. I might actually want to go for the horns now. Because the horns are going to be funky. Kind of try to make it in a way so that I can kind of show off that side here once the head is turned, like showing the insides on head turn. Actually figuring out how to move it to make it look that way. That's where the hard part is. So it's also too bad that I cannot give my nodes different color codings, because that would be really nice, being able to color code your parts, or at least the nodes they are in. That would be incredibly helpful, but I'm not sure if that's going to be ever planned or not. Alright, here are my evil deeds. I want Sky. Sight? Oh. I am really bad at reading right now. I want Psych. Love the horns. Oh, thank you very much. Question is, how do I make them move in the best kind of way to make this all work? So I think I'm first going to turn off all the hair that I got here. So that's hopefully being a bit easier to move around. And we're just going to focus on the horns themselves. So let me first see if I can make that horn look right. That's already looking good. It's pretty easy actually. Yeah, I already loved them when I drew the character design in the first place. Question is, am I going to nail the rest of it? I think I'll need to take these vertices here, move them over just a little bit. Ooh. What just happened? Thank you very much, Monkey Skull, for the 100 bits.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message. I love you. Now back to our show.
Aww. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you very much, Snuggles. You're awesome. You guys are awesome. Thank you all for being here. You're making my day. And I seriously mean it. Because nothing is better than having someone around that just is there while you're working on stuff. Really, really love having that. Okay, this is going to be the bit more complicated part because I, as always, was trying to take shortcuts and now it's going to bite me in the ass. So let's see if I can maybe do that with lasso. And a little bit of brushwork. Also need to move the creases here and there to make that look right. And then I'll lasso this side to push that back to have a bit more of the inside of our horn visible. I'm not sure if it actually works that way, but it looks like it's kinda right. And kinda right is already actually pretty good for me. Might need extra vertices here. Like right there, that little or I'm just gonna push it all the way over there and no one can see what I did there. Absolutely no one. I mean, you'll know it'll be there, but you can't see it. No, no, no! Not this again, not this again, please. Okay. Where's my horn? I need to copy, paste. Copy, paste. Copy, paste. I need you to be unset. Thank you very much for your cooperation. Oh, and I think I now see what I did there. I have to do a little bit more work on this because I think there is a... Hold up! Technically, I could use that. There's a little bit of an edge light. Kind of like that. Question is it on the other side as well? Now that's for us to find out. Okay, I'm gonna push that up. Just hope for the best. The bangs are going to be over there anyway. side is going to be a bit more difficult, I think. But we'll see. Okay, so other horn, different direction. Because now I have to figure out a way to actually make it so that it looks kind of straight. Making a curve straight like that, definitely difficult. Okay, so first of all, we want to have a bit more mass on this one, and we want to move it, we want to push it over like this. Don't want to have it higher though, I just want to have it be a bit wider so that the tips still kind of align. Also, I wasn't finished with that one. I just noticed. Okay, color, shade. You need to go, and that's why this rim light got here, or how this rim light got here. Because that was the shade layer just stopping to exist. Ah, now I get behind my own work. Ain't that great? Also, probably the lighting is responsible for a lot of that pink here. And I want to keep that pink at the top of this. And yeah, that's just going to be the lighting, funnily enough. I think the 10-minute timeout was a bit excessive. It's the minimum. If it makes you feel any better, my girlfriend got me back by dropping a raw chicken down my shirt and slapped me with a fish. At least you got your karma. At least you got your karma. Oh, god damn it, fireman. You have to be like this. Why are you like this? All right. Marks. Yes. I need to move them around as well because I actually took that edge here into account. And I should be making use of that. Because I grew up in a chaotic family. Okay, that's a good point. And as long as it's still fun and games, that's fine. Just don't overdo it. And it's easy to do. Okay, light. Ah, okay, that's that light. Okay, I want you to go over there. So I just want the front to be lighted, and I just see color. It's a bit too far. There we go. This looks much better. My entire family are batshit crazy as I am. Oh boy. Monkey stuff? I think the power of Christ was the cause of all of that. You know, the whole thing when religion is going too far, I think this is what was happening there. Okay, we don't want to go too far with this one. But it's already going into a good direction. Because we want to have the illusion that this is that it is turning around. You don't know that I worship Sun Wukong. Okay. Okay, that's a god I can actually work with. Monkey King. Now the question is, how far do I need to actually move these vertices to make it look the way I want it to? I think I'm already getting onto the right track. Really don't like that edge here, but I can't do much about it. Shade. That shade also needs to go over. Which means a lot of stretching. A lot of stretching. And very precise stretching. I mean, I could use the scaling for that, but I want to be very precise. Let me call Buddha to drop another Mount non-Wukong's head. Oh boy, now we're getting into the Wukong lore. Not that I mind. I love lore like that, especially when it comes to ancient mythology. Ancient mythology and fairy tales are really my jam. So keep it going. Love it. Also reminds me that I still have to convert those DVDs from my mum. Probably gonna do that after the stream, or at least do a few of them. Probably won't be able to do all of them. Okay, so that horn looks like it's moving a bit too far. Now the face doesn't line up anymore. Let's see. It kind of works, I guess. Maybe it looks better if everything's actually at its place. But Buddha, he a bitch. At least in Black Myth. I actually still have to get the game in the first place. I don't think my PC can handle it. Not with the setup I'm having currently. I think at that point I also need to adjust the side hair. And I actually still have to do the up and down. Oh, great. Oh, I think I like that thick border on that side. So might want to replicate that on the other side. If I actually managed to do that in the first place. Welcome back, Looney! Wukong, the original anime protagonist. Yeah, one time immortality isn't enough for me. Give me more! Wukong was the monk's bitch for at least a few books. Replicating that on the other side is going to be kind of weird. I think I can figure something out. Imagine being kept in check by a fancy piece of jewelry. Well, what do you think a phylactery is for the Lich? It's basically the same. You're kind of being kept in check by a piece of whatever you put your soul into, if you're a Lich. So technically, Liches are pretty weak beings in the D&D universe, or overall in mythology, if they have to contain their life essence in a thing. It also makes me think that there is probably what do you think is a wedding ring? A waste of money. Can't disagree on that. I'm not a fan of engagement rings. Because at the end of the day, it's just a piece of jewelry that may mean something to you, but I rather have the word that means more. And a piece of jewelry which keeps people in check. Yes and no. It depends on the person, I would say. Okay, we got everything moved here. So now I kind of want to move those that hair as well. And this is going to be a really difficult one. Because that part I definitely need to change a lot of stuff to make it make sense on this model. Might have made the worst mistake in my life by not separating left and right. Also, is that Donkey Kong 64? DK64, I really need to. Well, like it attracts cheaters. Cheating is a bit of a difficult concept because everyone's kind of defining it in a different way. Screw a wedding ring, I'll give my spouse a wedding sword and they can stab anyone who tries to flirt with me because I am oblivious to such things. The benefit of being oblivious to flirting, you won't bite because you can't even, you don't even know it. But yeah, cheating is a bit of a difficult subject because there are so many ways to cheat on someone. And some are valid for some and others are not valid for others, and too difficult. But yeah, definitely has its benefits of being oblivious to being flirted on or to. What's the right wording on that, by the way? Being flirted at, being flirted to, being flirted on? Mina, no, it's to be hit on. Great, now I'm confused. Thank you, Brain, for asking that many questions. I confuse everyone just by asking the questions how to grammar. No, not how to grandma. How to grammar. Can't hear what Feldy said because oh, I'm sorry. I missed the ads again. Okay, so for you again, Fire Main, because I completely forgot that ads. It's good to be oblivious to flirting because it's harder to bite. You don't even know what your opposite wants from you. Sometimes it has its benefits. So hey, maybe it's kind of good that you are oblivious to being hit on, flirted at, flirted on. That's where the confusion started. I have no idea how to do it grammatically correct. And being as German as I am, I'm a little bit of a... I kind of want to get it right. Yep, I already thought so, that the ads were interrupting me. Ah, I'm so sorry. I don't know, I kind of have the tendency to forget about the ads. And it's annoying me because I really want to have, I really want to do that break. Hold up. That's not just the shadow, is it? No, it is. Never mind then. Okay, lasso tool. Ahoy! That lasso tool is really nifty if you need to... No! That was not what I was wanting to do. That lasso tool is really nifty because you can selectively push around vertices. without mucking around with the other ones. Just kind of annoying that you can't also transform it the way you do with the whole mesh. So you kind of have to muck around with the brush tool lots and lots of times. We want to have that shadow kind of pushed in here a lot. I kind of want to see it under that bit of hair as well. I'm gonna push it in here a little bit more because there's still a flat surface right there. And now that I think about it, I also want to push in just a little bit here. There we go. Technically, that strand would have to go right over there. My brain really wants to make it perfect, does it? Ah. Also, now that I'm looking at that strand of hair, it also doesn't quite fit. Now we're at that spot. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? You. $90? No, I need to do a lot lower. 6? No. 5? Still too high. 3? Ow! 1 is too low. 2? That's good. That's right. Okay. How did I get to 60? Brain be braining. There are no thoughts behind those eyes, only potad. Which one? Mine? No, there's a lot more going on than just potad. Sometimes. I have to do this exact same thing I did there over here. Just wonder if I can... I really want to figure out how to do the whole mirroring and flipping stuff. Because it's gonna save me a lot of grief. Thing is, and that's what really irks me a little bit with what I'm doing here. Technically, the nose needs to be here. Like, the nose needs to start here and have the whole thing, the whole nose bridge right over there. Because that's how the horns go. And that's how far the angle of the horns go. But if I do that, I also have to redo that. Do not like that prospect. I don't want to think about it, but I'll have to do it. How about a save? That's the best course of action I can go for now. Okay, and I'm getting a little bit tired. Though might actually be the best time to think about slowing down. Still have the horn hair here. Oh god. Nope, we're not thinking about that yet. We're not going to think about that. We first have to rig the horns the other way. It's already bad enough. Turn that off. Get the horns actually flipped the other way. You are done, you are done. I might need you later though. Horns, 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 horns. That's the face. That's the brows. Brows are also very important. Might as well just move them. To have that done already. Just got called into work. Alright. Then I'll hope you're having a decent shift. And good luck, Snuggles. Oh, okay. Well, I won't be online for very much longer, to be honest. At max another half an hour. Trying to work up the motivation to get up and start getting ready for the day. You gotta do what you gotta do, fireman. Gotta do what you gotta do. You might not like it, but it's necessary. Okay. Might wanna do a little bit of rotation here. Yep, that works well. Let's do that for the other side as well. Use the socks, get you running. Technically, not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. The socks might actually help here. Just need to use them on yourself. I have no sense of smell. Aww. Oh well, it was worth a try. Definitely was worth a try. Horns. I was about to do the horns to the other side. Oh, the up and down is going to be... Brrr. Oh no, everyone's leaving. You can't just leave me. What am I gonna do? Oh man. Okay. Good luck on whatever you're doing, Lex. Aww. Snuggles. Being nice and all. Thank you. Thank you for the smooch. What did I do on the other side? Ah, okay. I moved mostly color, not the base itself. Good luck, Firemain, on your conquest! For you shall be victorious! Ah! Ah! Why does this... Why is it that way? Do not like that dimple in there. And I have absolutely no clue how to fix this. I mean, it gives the whole thing a bit more of a imperfect kind of vibe. But I don't want it to be imperfect in a way where I'm feeling like I failed. Good luck. Need to start saying good day to you, sir, more. Oh boy. Especially the to you, sir part might be a minefield. Better be careful about that. Okay, shade is going over there. At least want to finish off the horns from side to side. After that, I'd definitely call it a day. Close enough. I need to move over the marks so that they actually fit the horns. Ooh, lo-fi version of the OG Pokemon's theme. It's a blast from the past. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all. Vshojo, mein bester Freund, komm, retten wir die Welt. Pokémon, hab sie schon du. In allem, was ich auch tu, Pokémon, nur Pokémon, komm und schnapp sie dir, komm und schnapp sie dir. Hi, Exy! You're late! You're really late! How have you been? It's nice to see ya. Really nice to see you around. We're making progress here. Oh, you're in a shitty mood. Oh no. What happened? Ba 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 ba. Okay. Angry at my best friend. Oh. Oh, that sucks. I hope it's not too bad. And you can resolve it. That kind of sucks when you're angry at or having a fight with someone you're actually really tight with. Because usually they are the person that you're talking to when you're having a bad day. Oh no, I did that one again. Okay, I hope you can resolve that quickly enough. Copy. Paste. What else? Okay. There. Nothing serious, hopefully. Yep. I really hope that it's nothing serious. Because usually fights like those really suck balls. Not in a fun kind of way. Not even sure if I have someone that I could call my best friend, to be honest. Which is kind of weird. Oh, no, nothing much serious, just... Okay. Let's change the subject. Homemade ice cream, yay or nay? Because I love making my ice cream myself. I can pick what goes into it, and I have no bad surprises. Oh, it's looking good so far. Still need to move those marks though. That's the least of my concerns. Never made your own before? Oh, Snuckles, you really should. It's just as easy as throwing some frozen fruit, some cream, and a little bit of starch. Depending on how sweet you want to have it, your sweetener of choice. Into a blender. If you do it right, you have really nice, really nice soft serve. And you can make it vegan. You can use half and half. As long as you add cream, it's going to be really nice. Because the blender is then kind of mixing the ice crystals. all over. Okay, my throat is getting dry. Guess I've been yapping too much. Whoopsie. Yep, definitely like this. It may be a little bit wonky here, but it still works. That's actually what counts. Up and down is going to be fun. Not. I have no idea how to do the horns in up and down face position. I mean, my looking up and down is already complicated enough. And it doesn't quite work because I don't know what's going on with the tracking. Maybe it's a me thing. Maybe I'm not doing the head movements right to get a good rotation. But looking at it right now, I think it's looking good. We did quite a bit. The ears also look pretty neat. They're not perfect, but that's what the side hair is for. To cover up the stuff that's not quite working out. Let's look at... I think with the... Yeah, I do think with the hair on top, it's going to look pretty good. Might need to do a little bit more shaping here on the bottom. But overall, I kind of like where this is going. Yeah, I think that's good. It's good. So, gonna call it a day just a tiny bit early. 15 minutes. And let's see if we can rate someone. Maybe someone else working on a VTuber avatar or something like that. Also, I've been trying to finally make my website more like a website and not just a single pic. But I don't know what design to make. You'll figure it out. You'll figure it out. Okay, let's see. I may have gotten a different idea. I haven't even played Deltarune yet, so no spoilers, please. Let's go into my following. Who is online right now? Gosh. You. Yeah, I think we're going to raid a friend of mine. Kinda. Let's raid Omegon. He's a cool dude. Makes videos on YouTube about stuff and things. And he's playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 right now. So just to talk about stuff. I hope you like him. Because I do. I don't know. Just same hello. Maybe hang out a little bit. I'll see you there. Until then. Bye bye.